Welcome to part 4 of Sonic Adventure 2. Now, this stage coming up, it says that it's the Knuckles stage, but actually, it's mine.
I hate it. Yeah, I like how it does all like the time and the area, mountainous region.
Yeah.
Is that meant to mean anything to us?
Well, no, I like that it's got the kind of time thing, because it keeps the consistent plot going, and
top secret sort of edge to it.
a little bit of that as well.
There's nothing top secret about Knuckles' life.
Well, there's a certain thing to it, doesn't it? It's SA2.
Yeah, it's like... What they do really well is, like, they've obviously got the two perspectives going on. They've got the hero side and the dark side.
Yeah.
But they manage to keep, like, not make that confusing by having, like, a consistent timeline that they're both sticking to. So you're not kind of jumping all over the place like you're doing 06.
Which I prefer, to be honest, so it doesn't interfere too much.
Now, this power-up that I'm going to get, it's not mandatory in the explicit sense, but for the love of God, get it. It makes the game so much easier later
in future levels, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, the final level you play as Knuckles in Cannon's Core, like...
Yeah.
Don't even fucking try without this thing.
Yeah.
Like, you can do it. I've done it before, but
it
don't.
takes a lot. It really does. I actually kept on trying. I was like, what do I have to do? And then that makes sense. So I just went back to the level and got it.
Cause, like, I remember, like, years back, I did a playthrough and, like, I completely forgot this power up was here because, like, bear in mind, I probably only played it like 30 times at that point. so like, I just didn't think of it, and I was wondering why I was having so much grief with Cannon's Core when I never had before, but it was because I've missed this. Yeah, what were you saying, Steve?
I don't think I got that item.
How much grief did you get from Cannon's Core then, or did you just get lucky?
Probably got lucky. I can't remember Cannon's Core that well. It's that a bit with in space.
You've got to stabilise it by...
Yeah, it's that level where you like switch between various characters.
I can just about remember that level. It's been a while since I did that level.
Yeah. I remember that level.
I don't like. Obviously, we're getting ahead of it. That annoys me when I accidentally hit the monitors.
Yeah,
I hate
they
using
reverse it, don't they? The letters later.
In Mad Space, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just don't like using hints in these levels. You know, like, it just doesn't feel right. I'll try to play these.
You want to explore more. You don't want to be restricted.
Oh no, it's not even that. It's just the fact that it's like the pussy's way out, isn't it? Taking hints.
Fair enough. Yeah, can't they take a hint?
Are we making anyone else's life hell yet, guys?
I still want to question how Knuckles flies or glides.
He basically flies, though. Let's be fair.
There's some explanation I read on one of the Sonic wikis that apparently it's something with how the air flows through his dreads.
Oh, come on!
Yeah, like...
That's utter bullshit.
Yeah. But then we are talking about the game where we have brightly coloured animals who can talk.
True.
So basically, calling something else out for bullshit, we're kind of ignoring the crux of the bullshit there. Now, I remember...
Still fun to question.
Yeah, I remember I had a bit of growth with this with the last one. Just because I was being an idiot and not really realising what I meant to do. I think I cut past it when we get to it.
You know about Sonic X, right?
Mm-hmm.
About Chris is friends with Sonic and all that.
Oh yeah.
When I was younger, I was like, oh yeah, I'll just accept this. But thinking about it now, I was like, what the fuck? This is like some shitty version of some Winnie the Pooh or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's Winnie the Pooh with some bald guy trying to take over the world in the background.
You know what I've got to just give huge props for, like, I don't know if you guys know Sonic movies from Find the Computer Room. Basically, he went to Sonic Boom this year, like the event, and there was a cosplay contest, and he just turned up in his normal clothes, like not cosplaying or anything. Yeah, but he just went up on stage like, when they were calling all the cosplayers up, and he just went, "I'm Chris Thorndyke in his 20s as a hipster." I love it.
Oh. He earns my respect.
Well, that's a dick place to hide in abroad.
No, it's not actually there. I thought it was. Because I'm a tit.
Just being an idiot.
Yeah. It was from where there should have been a fourth skull to make the square.
Just look at all that bling that Knuckles is wearing.
Oh, he ends up looking so stupid later in the game with all the different things that you pick up. Especially when you get the sunglasses. That's the best one.
I like how they're just
Chaos Soda.
sort of just waiting there on the corner.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, they're taking a photograph.
Oh, Chaos Soda. I'm really gonna buy that.
Yeah. Basically, he's been looking for work after Adventure 1, so... Now he sells parts of his body as a soft drink.
Yeah, imagine it if you just drunk that and it just like bursted out your body like chaos.
I'm thinking of, that one Futurama episode with the slam drinks.
Oh yeah. Oh god. I don't want to imagine that.
But I love how, DMC, Devil May Cry, there's a mission where there's basically
Exactly, pretty
it's
much
the exact same
back
plot.
Yeah. Oh, Futurama is great.
I've never actually watched any of it beyond, the first 4 series. So when they brought it back, that's meant to be really good.
It has lost, left a great cultural impact.
Yeah.
A lot of things.
I think it's been cancelled now.
Well, I think
cancelled.
I think they actually finished it rather than it just getting cancelled this time, though, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, the thing about that, there's an episode where Fire has a dog called Seymour, and it waits for him for years and years.
I remember that episode.
Yeah, it really was, and they referenced that in Fallout New Vegas, where you see like a fossilised dog remains, and it actually has got the name Seymour on it.
Oh, that's clever. That's clever, actually. I like it when games and films and stuff do shit like that.
Especially because Fallout's set into like 200 odd years in the future.
Yeah. Anyway, are we ready for some fantastic, realistic driving controls?
I can't remember this level.
Why does the Tornado have a car mode?
What the hell am I in a car?
Well, this is Tails, so he's allowed to be excused from running.
You should just knock that car out of the way.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine the geezer who's like driving that, it's like, what the fuck? I'm laying off the pills.
Yeah. But yeah, from the perspective of a kart racer, this is so bad, but it's so...
It is fun though.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's stupid.
Everything's going by so quickly, it's like, what the fuck is going on?
But I love the physics of how the car handles. Like, you drive into a wall, it just sort of spins
You
back
drive
out.
into a car and there's no collision damage, you just knock it out of the way.
Yeah.
This is essentially a bridge, considering you're going over water.
Is your mech on steroids, or have you just got an invincibility star like in Mario Kart where they just knock them out of the way?
Yeah.
A bridge is supposed to be straight. What the hell is going on here?
This is
How is
obviously
this
a Golden
staying
Gate
up?
Bridge, isn't it?
I don't know. There's no support underneath it.
No, there's no pillars or anything. Like, physics. Physics.
But look, a fox driving a car that's also a jet and also a mech.
Yeah, this thing does everything.
And why are there so many bumps in?
Yeah, it's a bumpy ride.
Why is it going up and down?
I don't know if you know this, but I'm making a point of knocking off every car I physically
Yeah, no,
can.
yeah.
I tend to do
So
that.
Tails has road rage, essentially.
Yeah.
I like that.
This
Oh,
is
it's
obviously
fun.
the Golden Gate Bridge, isn't it?
Yeah, I tried to drift, but the drift mechanics in this game are so
Yeah.
shit. It just
Yeah.
sort of speeds you off.
Yeah, in cinema scenes actually bring up a good question with like Godzilla and how it got wrecked. It's like, shouldn't this be wrecked already? I mean, we've seen in Planet of the Apes, like everything was just smashed apart. And in X-Men, it was like the beams were actually taken apart by a Magneto. It's like, why is it even there?
It's like you can't just expect the Golden Gate Bridge to be destroyed.
I know why it bends now. That's after how Magneto took out the beams. That's why it's bending.
No.
Is this a crossover?
No, Joey. That timeline doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a relief to a lot of people when they
Yeah.
got straightened out and future past.
Anyway, we caught up with the limo that was somehow so far in front of us. Also, this doesn't look like the safest road to be escorting your president in.
You've got a rank C. Oh, I guess I'll
Floating
see you
magic
later.
road.
Yeah.
Turns out if you just hadn't took the bridge to get to the area he was
Will you
trying to
play
get
that?
to, it's just a couple of miles away.
What's the point? Why did Tails chase him in a car when he has a plane?
Just cut across.
And our satellite communications are down. An emergency meeting has been called.
Oh look, it's the president.
Hey, when when a anthropomorphic fox comes after you in a jet mech, you don't question it.
No.
You just go with the flow.
Yeah. You also wonder what was in your coffee.
And then there's a talking hedgehog. 2 of them.
Also, some terrorist threat from Eggman.
Eggman's the Mandarin.
Yeah. What I love there is that they're trying to put this effect to make it look like the video's glitching out because he's in space, but there were a few scenes where it made him look like Dr. Octopus with how many arms he had.
It's the size of the guy's head.
Yeah.
It's so unnatural. It looks like a pineapple.
It's just like how low poly that particular model is, isn't it?
Just after you see like a SpongeBob just coming out of his head or something.
Yeah. Meanwhile, cartoon animals jump into my car.
Who is a congressman who runs for presidency?
God.
He's not even going to question it.
No.
Just let them get on with it.
No, it's like presidents at this point just thinking, I give up.
Okay.
Is that the Sonic fan base in general?
No, we just put false hope into it and they're disappointed
And,
repeatedly.
Here is an image of a pyramid that looks nicer than the characters.
Well, to be fair, it's easier to model a pyramid than it is like a detailed character model.
Isn't that just a picture of the
Yeah,
Pyramid of
but
Giza?
it still
Yeah.
looks nicer than the characters.
Yeah, I think that is just like a JPEG in the background because like in the racetrack we were on just saying you saw like I think it was meant to be New York in the background or San Francisco.
San
even.
Fran, I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
But like that was just a photo someone had taken like that and modelled anything.
To be honest though, in City Escape, I think they do it quite well when they visualise it.
Yeah. Like yeah, they basically ripped off Pepsi Man also. But like yeah, that is so like
Yeah.
San Francisco. It's
Yeah.
because the office, it was the American team who were developing this game. Their office is in San Francisco, so they sort of based it on the area they're based in.
That's fair enough, yeah.
Where did all of this stuff come from?
I don't know, when we had the picture of the desert just now, like, we just saw the pyramid and nothing else, but, like, you see in the background here, there's the pyramid with all this crap in front of it.
What do you think of this level?
Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, I think it's okay, but it does infuriate me when you get stuck in the sand and it's a bit obnoxious.
Yeah, like, it's one, I don't like the sand and the quicksand deaths, because
Exactly.
it's like,
It's cheap.
you know you're dead at that point, so it just kind of drags it out before you can get back to the game. I've got to be careful here because I'm not that like accurate with my jumps.
The sand doesn't look too bad.
It looks pretty good for what it is.
It's like a sea of sand streaming down, isn't it?
Yeah, you can kind of see where the texture loops, but it's not as bad as some like games that do that.
It's flying pretty smooth but
It's alright.
for what it is.
You can see like in terms of the lighting, there's
does-
like little distinct boxes though.
It does look very three-dimensional though. Like,
yeah. They've actually bothered with the texture,
Yeah.
which is nice, but it just doesn't loop perfectly.
yeah, but what
It's
do
an
you
old game
expect?
as well.
Yeah, like it's when I say this stuff, it's still my favourite game, but there's so many problems with it. None of these ruin the game for me, but it's just things
They're
I'm
there.
noticing.
Yeah.
But then when you've played the game as many times as I am, you just sort of see this stuff and you look at different things every single time you play it. I'm just trying to think back to how many times I've played this game through, like properly now. It's probably triple figures at this point.
And how many copies of this game do you have now?
That's also a point. This is
That's probably triple figures now.
no, like recently I got the.
That's disturbing, the Sphinx body with Eggman's face
Oh,
on it.
God.
But like in terms of how many times I've bought this game, like the first copy I got was the Dreamcast version. Like shortly after it came out, I might have got it launch day. I can't remember, but then after that, got the GameCube one like a few years later, and got the HD one. Then when I wanted to record this, I kind of thought like I might as well do the Dreamcast one, but I couldn't find any disc, so I bought another copy of it on Dreamcast just 'cause. And now in the PSN sale the other day, I kind of finger slipped. I own it again. Yeah, but like there are actually consoles out there that don't run Sonic Adventure 2, and I don't want to own those. I like how all of the badniks there have their own like little mat to sit on. Like Eggman cares about them so much that they've just got that sort of
So
treatment.
if you get tired, just rest down here.
Pretty much. I'm an idiot.
And goodbye.
Yeah. Was that the first death of the playthrough?
I think so.
Surely I'm not that bad at this.
Well, considering the amount of times you've played it, you should have been perfect.
Yeah. Where's my no-hit run? Sign Hellfire comms, folks.
No, okay,
I like
mate
it.
just jumps up.
Yeah.
Also, you notice there's nothing connecting the legs to the body, according to the shadow.
It's the Rayman neck.
Oh, I love Rayman.
Yeah.
good.
I've played a bit of Origins and a bit of Legends as well. It's a fun game, but I just can't get into it properly. See you next part.